So how big is the problem of obesity? Well, it's huge. I've already mentioned in the previous chapter that 1 in 100 people in the UK were obese in the 1960s, and now we're talking that 30 out of 100 is close to it, and it's increasing every single day. And yet, what else, how big else is the problem of obesity? Well, it's not just about, when you're overweight and you're eating the wrong types of food, it's not just about the implications about putting on weight. You've got the health implications. Heart disease, cancer, arthritis, thyroid problems. Of course, you've got type 2 diabetes, where it's well over 90% of type 2 diabetics are obese or overweight. And they're still arguing about the correlation between it. Seriously? Obesity is a huge problem for the UK, for the NHS. Over half I think it's more than that. No. It's 2/3 of the working population of the NHS are overweight. You know, 1/3 of the nurses are obese. And yet, I understand as well, I get to talk, I've got nurses as clients, and they tell me they've got to have sugar for any, honestly. You've got these so-called health professionals have so little knowledge of nutrition. It's beyond a joke, honestly. Historians would look back at this and think, well, why is it that when Hippocrates, which all doctors signed the Hippocratic Oath, above all else do no harm, why is it that doctors, for instance, are not trained properly in nutrition? I've heard different ranges, but up to, simply they are trained in nutrition as simply token gesture. Very little nutritional training. And there's been calls for it. Medical professionals are shouting for years, saying, train the GPs. My view of the way I look at health and how to help save the health service is that we have to work in partnership. So when we have to take responsibility for our health, when you go to see your GP and you're complaining of anything, the first thing I think they should ask is, where does it hurt, obviously. But the next thing is to say, right, okay, there's a food diary. Come and see me next week. I want every single thing that you've eaten and drink, and then, for the next week. And also, an activity sheet and anything we've done. But mostly it's the diet we're looking at. Then we can start to assess it. So, obesity, just how big is the problem? It's massive, no pun intended, and it's getting worse every day. Why? Because while we're scrambling around, making people feel bad and saying you need to exercise more, cut down on this, increase your fibre, it's all nonsense. It's nonsense, because the cause of it is the food industry. And that's where you're going to find out more in the next chapter. Bye for now.